Meanwhile, 33 members from the ruling People's Progressive Party Civic, 31 from the opposition APNU plus AFC coalition, and 1 from the joiner parties, Liberty and Justice Party, and New and United Guyana and the New Movement Guyana, were today sworn in as members of Parliament.
The majority of the parliamentarians were sworn in at the Arthur Chung Conference Center, while the others did so virtually. The government side of the House comprises a balance of skills, youth, gender, and ethnicity. Among them are 4 attorneys at law, 6 medical doctors, administrators, teachers, labor movement activists, media practitioners, religious leaders, and entrepreneurs. Among the newcomers are Prime Minister Honorable Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips, Minister within the Ministry of Housing and Water Honorable Susan Rodrigues, Public Affairs Minister within the Office of the Prime Minister Honorable Kwame McCoy, Attorney at Law Sanjeev Dattadin, Veteran Trade Unionist C. Paul Narain, Dr. Tandika Smith, and Lee Williams. Some of the seasoned parliamentarians are Vice President Honorable Dr. BHARRAT JAGDEO, Minister of Legal Affairs and Attorney General Honorable Mahabir Anil Nandlal, Human Services and Social Security Minister Honorable Dr. Vindhya Prasad, and Ministers of Education and Health Honorable Priya Manichand and Honorable Dr. Frank Anthony, respectively.
For us, I know you're about to go into the chamber. What can we expect from government heading into the start of this 12th Parliament?
Well, first of all, it would be an aggressive agenda. As you know, we're working on a shortened timetable this year, and we have had a short period in which to prepare the budget. So I was just explaining to the other reporters that as soon as the constitutional agency's budget is passed, we expect that to be done on Thursday, that we'll incorporate those submissions into the estimates, and then the following week table the main budget. In that budget, you're going to see a lot of our manifesto promises fulfilled, although it's an emergency budget, because right now we need to have a stimulus package ready for the private sector to resume economic activities, and a lot of people need help. And so we're working aggressively to get that. You know, day and night people are working because it's a shortened timetable, but I urge people to be a bit patient. We'll get the budget out soon.
Vice President Honorable Dr. BHARRAT JAGDEO. The government side has great representation of the indigenous people.
There are many sectors that need to be improved. It might be education, health, agriculture, youth, and other sectors. But as we are in the pandemic this time of the year, my main focus is to improve information technology in every Amerindian villages in my region, because that was the backdrop for the school children. They have no access to internet, and they're being home. As I mentioned earlier, it's not a home school. Because of no access, they're just home doing nothing.
In every aspect in this 12th Parliament, I will represent the indigenous peoples particular. That's my main focus. Not that I will not be represent all Guyanese, but particularly indigenous peoples. I will have the opportunity to see those legislation which is referring to Amerindian people, particularly the Amerindian Act that should be revising or reviewing very soon. I will also look at other legislation, how it will affect the indigenous peoples. I will have the opportunity to examine policies and programs that education, infrastructure, health, and I would want to say where it is lacking. My job is to bring it to the attention of the other legislators.
I plan to represent my region in many ways, bringing to fore especially the Amerindian land issues. It must be dealt with first and foremost. We must look at the Amerindian Act. I plan to bring to the table and represent my people in the sectors of education, health services, agriculture development, and infrastructure development.
With his return to the 12th Parliament, MP FAIZAL JAFARALLY said his priority focus is to work and boost the agriculture sector in his region. He hails from Mahaika Berbice.
As you're aware, Region 5 is predominantly an agricultural-based region. Rice, sugar, livestock. And that will be my priority, to ensure that the agriculture sector in Region 5 is being upgraded. Presently, all the drainage and irrigation infrastructure across Region 5, particularly in the rice cultivation area, has collapsed, has deteriorated. Farmers are facing a serious problem.
The COVID-19 pandemic has prevented the sitting of the National Assembly at the Parliament buildings. Strict measures have been implemented to ensure that the health protocols are observed during the sittings. For InfoHub, I am Kellon Rover.